next award is a very special award. It's the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award recognizes a lifetime of contributions and service to the on-site food service industry. Now, I'd like to share a couple of words with you about our Lifetime Achievement Award winner this year, Kent Bain.
Kent Bain has broad experience in the restaurant, corporate, dining, food service, and consulting industries. Kent formed his own consulting group, Wood Bain Associates, in June 2007. His career in the food business spans over 30 years. While with Nestle working for Burrell Restaurants, Kent was involved in developing numerous operating and facility concepts throughout the United States. In 1990, Kent transitioned to the corporate dining industry segment as Vice President of Food Services at Goldman Sachs, based in New York City. At Goldman, he was VP of Dining, Events, and Conference Services. Upon leaving Goldman in 2004, Kent entered into hospitality consulting. He has been actively involved with SFM over the years. He served as the New York City Regional Conference Coordinator, sat on the SFM Board of Directors for 10 years, served on 3 national conference planning committees, and was the SFM president immediately following 9/11, when the national conference scheduled to open on 9/18 was postponed, not canceled.
Thank you. When Carol called me on the phone and informed me that I had won this award, I was speechless. And those of you who know me know that that's almost an impossibility. It is a tremendous honor. This is, and I also will mention shortly thereafter, I got an email from my good friend Steve Follett congratulating me on my retirement. But this is my 22nd national conference. The first one I attended was in 1990 in San Francisco. We opened on a Saturday night, and the president of the association at that time, Ed Searle, decided to have a scavenger hunt in San Francisco on a Saturday night. Now you can imagine what he had us out there doing. The amazing part was we came the following year to the conference. But the SFM is near and dear to me, and it certainly has been a tremendous asset in my professional development. I was and had the honor of being the president in 2000-2001. And it was an amazing group effort after the events of 9/11. And one of the things that I don't think people realize is a few things. One is my president-elect at that time, or my vice president, was Bob Whitcomb. And we're on the phone, and this is literally in between before the towers went down. We were on the phone talking about postponing the conference, not canceling. We were saying, we've got to move this. Well, I didn't realize that Bob and Whitson's had a contract with the Red Cross for emergencies that they would help supply all the food services. So Bob is talking to me at the same time in the back of his mind trying to figure out how to mobilize things. And I don't think people really ever understood how much and how important the efforts of the food industry and the on-site food industry were in bringing New York back and Lower Manhattan back in those months that ensued after 9/11. The other thing that was unbelievable, and Ron Earhart and I were talking about this last night, because Ron was, as he's always been, very actively involved, and he was on the board at the time, is our sponsorship actually went up in the time between 9/11 and when we actually opened the conference on Halloween. It was an amazing and very emotional moment, but the food and service industry, and you couldn't have been prouder. People, one thing that's great in looking around this room is how many people I've had the privilege and honor of working with or working for, and it is all about the people at the end of the day. And one of the things I'm most proud of is the fact that 2 people that worked with me, Owen Moore and Sally Salzbar-Rainier, went on to be presidents of this association. I had 2 people from my planning committee in Boca Raton Russ Benson, who was president, and Sabrina Campanella, who is going to be hopefully president in, I believe, 3 years, correct? So you watch these people grow, and that's what this whole thing's about, is helping people grow and achieve. I'd really be remiss if I didn't mention my family. We've got, it's, my kids are now grown, they're in college, but they didn't always quite understand what Dad was doing when Dad went to all these conferences. Other than the fact he always showed up back home and needed about 3 days to recover. But without their support and their love, my daughter Allison, and who went through a very horrific car accident about 6 years ago, and we nearly lost her. And I had the unbelievable support of this community with emails and phone calls, and the support was tremendous. And my son Brendan, and my wife Ruth is here. Ruth, if you would stand. But it really is all about the people, and we've heard this message throughout, and the one thing to people that are here for the first time, or are people that are here for the second or third time and haven't gotten involved, you get out of the association what you put into it. And I strongly encourage each and every person in here to become involved. The other thing about the Lifetime Achievement Award, I hope 20 years from now that I'm back up here getting a second award. Thank